Hey everyone, Odds here. Welcome back to the channel. I got another long video for you today. We have the week 2 of the Mechabellum Mini Masters Tournament Season 4. A lot of cool games this day. I'm excited to bring this to you. I was casting with Ragin and Uncle Lazy, and I'm going to put their channels down in the description below, so be sure to check them out and give them some love. And this time I'm actually going to leave the entire broadcast. So this was taken from Twitch last night. We broadcast on Friday nights. And so I'm going to split up the chapters. So you can click on each of the games. I'm going to, down below, if you click on the game time, it'll direct you directly to the next game. There'll be chapters also in the timeline you can use if you want to skip ahead. But I think some of our in-between game banter was pretty good, and there's a little bit of production value. You know, we're not quite professional and there yet, but I think it can kind of show, you know, what we're going for, and I hope you guys like it. We put a whole bunch of work going into this, and we've cleaned up a bit since our last time, so I'm really excited to show you this. And the games themselves were fantastic too. The players are great, and I'm really excited to cast next week on Friday. So if you want to tune in live, yeah, come join us on twitch.tv/ODDZ01 on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, or you can stay tuned for the YouTube video, which I will be publishing on the Saturday following. Thanks again, guys, and enjoy the video. All right, welcome everyone. We are back with the Mechabellum Mini Masters. This is the winners bracket round 2. So day 2 of the Mechabellum Mini Masters, we have Guess Who's Back up against aicad. This is game 1 of the best of 3. And yeah, we just had a bit of a bio up with Guess Who's Back and aicad. Maybe Lazy, you want to just quickly go over that again here for the YouTube stream?
Yeah, no worries. aicad here, you know, he's a self-taught strategic player who's pretty confident in this tournament, you know, taking it on. This is going to be pretty much his first tournament here, but he's not worried about anybody because he can pretty much beat anybody, you know, in his own words here. He's entering the tournament, you know, Benny Vici style here to really challenge himself here. And then, you know, with Guess Who's Back, he loves that competition. He's prefers playing on that aggro side, as you can see right here, and it's hitting up that headbutt. But he's never matched up with aicad before, prior. But he really would like to face some cheese. He may hit you with that in Phoenix flank, but good luck, have fun. When he says it, he means it.
Region?
4 players here opening up on the line. So it looks like aicad is willing to play aggro. aicad has the Arclight and the Sabertooth. Guess Who's Back is a giant specialist. He has Void Eyes and Tarantula. Both players starting out with Fangs as their chaff.
Yeah, but
does typically go the way of Saber, right, in these matchups?
For sure, especially when you have a headbutt that's like literally perfectly positioned for the Saber here, where you're going to have it immediately shot on that Tarantula. Makes it very difficult. But yeah, we have some Fangs coming out in front, and then actually really importantly, we see on the side, we have the side flank with the Crawler. That is going to help a bit. It would be good to see that from Guess Who's Back on the side of aicad, so that maybe, well, the Sabers are pretty close to the line, so they might not actually turn, so that's tough. But yeah, round 2 with this wasp drop, that's like really tough to deal with, actually, especially when you're in the position where you have the tarantulas in a headbutt, because you're already having to waste deploys to try to solve the headbutt problem, and somehow you got to have money or deploys to protect yourself. So Guess Who's Back is going with the wasp drop as well, and is actually correctly guessing the side, so perhaps you know, the aggressive wasp won't work out. We'll have to see. Sometimes the locks get a little bit funny in the back here.
Yeah, it's like RNG a lot of the time. Neither player has clicked attack or defense, but aicad is aerial spec, so his do have a little more health and attack, but I don't think there's any breakpoint there.
Could make a difference. Yeah, I'm not sure. In any case, I think that there'll only be a few left over anyway, so they shouldn't be able to kill that tower quickly. Yeah,
It's
just
like,
one remaining.
Yeah. The Void Eyes are doing pretty well. They're actually taking down the Sabers. And that one did level last turn also, which is really good for Guess Who's Back. And also, Guess Who's Back runs AP on his spiders, not anti-air, so he's going to rely more on the Void Eyes for that part, I think. And then he's probably going to need to supplement that in case there's wasps. Yeah, so he grabs Mustangs, probably for something like that. So he's protected against air more.
Yeah, also, you know, it's good to have for when that round comes again with the wasp swarm. So all those bases covered. I do like the AP sometimes, and the tarantula had a bit of a damage nerf too, right? So getting the AP helps, especially push it over threshold if you're getting high explosive ammo as well. Sometimes you just need a little bit of extra oomph to get the job done. And it's really important to see that these sabers did not get levels yet. Oh my god, we're seeing a charge shot right away. Round 3 charge shot on Void Eye. That looks pretty good to me, actually.
Yeah, I don't hate that. That's good. And Ego is actually, when I've played him, he is really good with the Void Eyes. He will go heavy into him. He almost beat me once with them. I think I got lucky with, like, I can't remember what it was. It was like a spell or something. But he would have beat me.
So something to note, at the start of that round there, we saw the left tarantula lock onto the saber. And that's not going to work. So long as, yeah, there's nothing in the way there, there's always going to be locking onto that saber, which is really bad. That needs to be sold and moved or something. It's almost never going to work. And now that tarantula, or sorry, now that saber is level 2. Tarantula's never going to level up.
How do you guys feel about that? That mobilized battleship with the aerial spec in the flank there.
Yeah,
you feel like aerial gives extra boost to any of these aerial spells?
Yeah, definitely. It does to both. There's no breakpoint on. There's no meaningful breakpoint on the Wasp drop, but on the mobilized battleship, something that can happen is even if he levels his tower, it will still one-shot the level 2 tower, the spell, which it wouldn't do if it wasn't aerial spec. Yeah, also aicad took that really fast. Like, I don't know if you saw how quickly he took that. He didn't even hesitate. He was like, yep, that's what I need.
This is kind of crazy, actually, seeing both players take the mobile battleship. I don't see this very often. Even one player picking it is not very often, but in this case, in the headbutt, it does offer like an additional place where you need to defend. So I can see its value here.
Yeah, definitely. It will hit both players. Shoot the tower immediately.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ooh, it locked onto the fangs at the top.
Oh, there is a breakpoint there. Just barely short of that. I thought it was one shot when it was airspec.
Really important thing to see there is that the crawlers were deployed on the side flank on the left. And so that pulled the units over to the left so that when the overlords spawned in, it was able to shoot the tower right away and not lock onto the fangs like we saw Guess Who's Back battleship lock onto the fangs and not get the tower right away.
Yeah. Even though we put it sort of in front of the tower slightly. It's interesting. I guess the fangs were already sort of walking to the side there to meet the crawlers.
The crawlers were warped in this turn, so they probably didn't move forward, right, to pull the aggro properly. They turned when the battleship warped in, maybe. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And now we see the level 3 fire badger on the flank.
Yeah. He has lots of, I guess he has lots of these tarantulas, but they're not doing much. They keep getting stuck on the sabers.
Yeah.
And he's not able to get to the Mustangs, which are level 3 now. And they have range. Kind Guess who's back is doing a little beacon here. That might be pretty good. Get that tower. I mean, he needs levels desperately on these tarantulas.
Yeah, so, okay. One thing I really love is the wasp, the level 3 wasp is coming in. Looks really great. One thing I don't like is seeing this missile. Oh, no, it's the other side. Never mind. I was going to say if you missile and you clear that chaff too quickly, then your tarantula's not going to have something to lock onto that is chaff, and it'll lock onto the saber and not be able to do its job. But wrong missile. We do see the tower get taken down from that level 3 wasp. Now that these firebenders are warped in 2, they're probably going to get that tower, but is there enough anti-air? Yeah, very, very easily. That level 3 Mustang. Needs tons of experience with that Mustang too, that level 3 wasp, so we're going to see a level 4 Mustang pretty soon. That's a pretty scary position to be in, as guess who's back. Not a whole lot of things working out well for him here. Javelin might help, or deployment mod, and he goes for the Javelin.
Show a little respect, a little bit more, Logos. That's alright.
The question also here is, do you keep the wasp, or do you sell the wasp? aicad really doesn't have to care too much, considering he lost the tower and still won the round.
I might sell. You need to.
Nah, you gotta go in and do it again. Exactly. This is the fake out. I love it. Hey, it's the round with the wasp form too. There's a chance here, but man, these tarantulas just... Oh, they're just really, really badly positioned.
Yeah, they're... Yeah, it's pretty tough in the head, but...
Then you have the Void Eyes on the side, which are aiming at the fangs. Void Eyes should be maybe behind the tarantula, not beside them.
I might even use that javelin to like hit all of those Mustangs, right? Some will live.
Yeah, it could be a little bit. There's one that might survive. Hard to say, because they're not going to move forward.
It should be pretty good to clear that out, though. See if these Void Eyes can find their target. No. Anyways.
Yeah, there's just a few too many sabers and high-level Mustangs.
One more round, though.
Tough matchup here on the line.
Have you been seeing a lot of corner play as far as this goes?
Corner? You mean, how do you mean?
Just picking to one side and usually around that same quarter in the shallow flank and what have you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people really like that. The shallow crawler. It's a good distraction against that side of the board. Might even like to see one from Guess Who's Back. But there's no sabers like right up against the wall there.
Wasps do get sold.
We do get level on the tarantula, which is pretty good here.
What do you think about Vulcan?
Yeah, I don't think this Vulcan is the answer here. It's being countered by the same thing as the tarantulas. Is that from the drop?
Yeah.
He's trying to light everything on fire. So I see the logic here. Yeah, but they're just gonna get shielded in that oil. Oh, it's tough. This was a rough start.
Yeah, for sure. It's a tough matchup. I mean,
ooh, I like this.
We've all been in this position for sure.
Oh, the beacon is nice.
Oh, the Vulcan's just dead.
Void Eye's not able to take those barriers down quickly enough.
I think he could have taken maybe a little more advantage of his spec, being giant spec.
Yeah.
When you're against lots of Mustangs and stuff like this in the line, you actually can use like Abyss with missiles, right? Like takes down shields, kind of swipes right across everything. Could have been an idea. All right, game one, aicad.
Yeah, he pretty much had it from turn one when they hit, but there the Sabres were lined up. You know, that round two wasp spell. You know, the aerial spec had that one wasp surviving out of there. Then, you know, pushed into that mobilized battleship turn three. Then, you know, they both chose it, but obviously the strong one survived there. But yeah, it was
Yeah,
just tempo, tempo, tempo.
it was. Yeah, those spells can be tough, and it did go better for aicad on that turn, which allowed his Sabres to get ahead of the Tarantulas significantly, and also allowed the Mustangs to level. And Egophobic is right,
Oh,
yeah. There have been lots of fortresses. They're pretty good. I've been playing lots of forts.
I hear they're making a comeback.
Yeah.
just let
definitely
not
are.
be the beginning of the year, you know, when they had the Fort Fang spawning, and it was just every match.
Yeah, but then the Abyss came out and kind of stomped on everything.
Yeah, Lucas, it's a best of three. Egophobic says
We
he
are.
misses Fort Punch. So do I. I still run it though. It's my favorite tech in the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong in the right scenario.
It's definitely less strong than it used to be, but
I love that it
I
can
click it
kill
anyway because
towers.
it's fun.
You like
Yeah.
accidentally pop a tower. It's like, oh, nice. The round was looking awful, and then all of a sudden you just crush through and you have like so much damage
Yeah.
because you got all these forts.
I
Love
think my
it.
favorite interaction is when they go melting point and they go EMP and they hit your fortress and your fortress is less than 50% health, and then it's not EMP'd anymore and it shoots both fists at the same time. It just deletes the melting.
I don't think I've seen that. That's funny.
Like when the tech comes back, it just fires them both at the same time.
Amazing.
It's great.
Those are the scenarios you live for in these types of games. Just so we've
Beautiful.
seen both players play pretty aggro. You expected the same out of this next match?
I think we could probably expect Guess Who's Back to go Tarantula again with Void Eyes. I do see him play that a lot. So I guess we'll see what aicad does. He might just meet him on the line again, but something when you're playing tournaments, it's nice to change up the way that you played off of the first game so that your opponent who just beat you isn't like as comfortable with like just basically doing the same thing, right? Like maybe you back up a little bit. We'll see what they do
All right.
though.
And here we are in game two, aicad versus Guess Who's Back. And aicad up one game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What do you think of these packs here? We're going to see Sabres again? Yeah, okay. And I honestly don't see Sabres too often anymore, but it seems like players are still favoring them.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good.
Sorry, Saber Fang too is like a little bit weird to me, right? Are you going on the line and you've got fangs? I guess it's okay now that we can deploy right to the line.
Yeah, it's good that you can get them right up to the edge for sure. That's my favorite change with the building patch is that you can do that. That's actually an old mechanic. That's how it used to be back in the day. You could just deploy on the line like that. It's nice that it's back. aicad did back up too. He's not right on the line, so he's gonna let Guess Who's Back play aggro into him this time. Must be feeling pretty confident. It does run full tech sledge, like full carry sledge.
Oh yes.
And Also runs elite on marksman, double shot. That could be pretty serious.
We do
Would
see
expect Saber to take.
hounds from both players too, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love that we're seeing more and more different chaff player units now. It's not just Tarantula.
Yeah. I like that too. And I've only played like 4 or 5 games with these sledge nerfs, but like I said, I actually did notice in my games that they like have a hard time leveling, which can make a really big difference.
For sure. Yeah, if you're using the sledge as your carry unit and it can no longer, you know, get levels, that's the whole point of the carry. So it really, really does give it a big nerf.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 2 packs of crawlers. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I always take those.
Actually, this is difficult. With Phoenix and Wasp offered as well. Oh man, 2 squads of Arclights. Like, actually, there's tons of good ideas here. Hard to say no to the crawlers, though.
Yeah. Free chaff is, I mean, it's great. Like, I always kind of think of Mechabellum as a game of chaff and chaff clear, and then everything else is sort of just mixed in, right, to try and like kill the carry stuff, but it's really all about the chaff. So if you can get ahead on chaff, you're sitting pretty.
With chaff too, it's like, you know, you only get 2, sometimes 3 deploys around, and if you get offered 2 chaff, then you don't need to build that chaff that round. Chaff is something you had to build every game, and so that gives you more deploys for other things. So aicad throws down that Fang there, I guess suspecting, or maybe not suspecting, but preparing in case there is Wasp or Phoenix. We'll still have those marksmen anyway, but yeah.
It is surprising though. Having the fangs is nice because, I mean, how many times has it cleaned up Phoenix or Wasp or whatever? It's great for that, and it is, you know, doing that. Wow, that was very, that was like running right into a brick wall. The marksman got away with murder, that new level 3 marksman there.
Lock on the Sabertooth. Outrageous.
Ooh. Additional deploy, pretty good here. Efficient tech, not a bad idea. Missile strike, looks like there's some good opportunities for missiles as well. Substrate Steel Ball is one of my favorite cards, but not sure if it works in this game.
That is my favorite card. But yeah, I agree. Can't really run into the sledgehammers like this.
We're gonna go with more sabers here. Are we gonna be seeing like secondary armament or something? There's a lot of medium-sized units here. In my opinion, the saber is not really what you want, but I mean, if they get levels, they're hard to kill. Just, I think in this round, there's still quite a lot of targets. Not a lot of chaff clear, and there's a ton of chaff clear on aicad's board, or sorry, there's a ton of chaff on aicad's board. We really only got these 2 hounds to help with that.
I like the missile placement here. He's gonna try and take this side. The hope obviously being that your right side could capitalize once you get the tower. My one gripe with this turn is he didn't change anything about the saber lock from the level 3 marksman. Guess who? So that's gonna happen again.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, and it did change. Did he click speed? Oh.
The random
This
seed.
game's
Yeah.
funny sometimes. Like, he didn't change anything there. Ooh. He actually flanked. Yeah, he flanked with some crawlers.
Ooh, the saber,
Kill the marksman?
it does get the kill, so it gets a level from that. That's pretty good.
That's good. Yeah. Oh, he's got to shoot the wall.
I think that went probably as well as could be expected for that. I mean, we can also see Guess Who's Back playing this game for the long game, and maybe was not expecting to win that round, but trying to build out like a full board. He's got 3 levels on the sabers. That's pretty good.
That is very good, actually. I'd like to see him make more chaff clear, though.
100%.
And he's behind in chaff. Look how much chaff aicad already has. Holy smokes. All the fangs, crawlers.
Ah, you know what? You could have been waiting for this Typhoon. Sometimes you can do this. You can kind of delay the chaff clear. If you know you're going to be getting a unit drop, or you have a Typhoon or whatever, your drop unit coming out soon, like Fire Badger, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we are seeing that, but he's putting it on the flank. Not seeing
It
any
can be
more of them.
awkward sometimes when you know you're getting the chaff clear later. I think it's good to just still make. You need chaff clear, right? It's so important, like especially early in the game. Like you don't want to like be losing the rounds, losing the levels.
There's always a risk, and part of Mechabellum is hedging your bets, I think. Sometimes I'll hedge a bet for, oh, we got a unit drop next round. I'm not going to build that optimal chaff clear unit and hope that I get in the drop so that I can build more of them cheaper.
Really nice flank from Guess Who's Back with the Typhoon, pulling all the chaff, allowing the sabers to get in the front there. And the wasps help block the shots from the marksman. So really, really nice turnaround there.
There was 2 javelins on either side. We see what targets they were taking out.
Saber was one.
Yeah, he took out the level 2 on the left. Guess Who's Back's left. Efficient tech.
Double efficient type. Okay, yeah, there we do see the secondary armament coming online now.
Yep. Should help him. He does need to click range on hounds.
A Rhino in the corner defending this Typhoon. I like to see that.
Yeah, it's perfect. It'll probably definitely work.
It's so good. Like, it's, you know, it costs a bit, but it is very efficient with deploys. So you just need the one deploy, and basically that is shut down almost for good. Okay, now we see range on the hounds. So we do have our chaff clear coming up now.
In case anyone in chat ever has trouble against flanks, the reason that the player here, aicad, leaves a space of 3 between the flank and his crawlers is actually specifically to place a Rhino for a situation like this.
Yeah.
Very good defense.
And after my own heart.
So yeah, he did range the hounds, and now he's rocking side gun. Let's see if that can get through there.
It should help a lot. In theory.
And the hounds sit back a little bit safer, so they can actually chaff clear. Sabers block the shots.
Right side's looking pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
All the units getting pulled into the corner, taking a long time to deal with that Typhoon, and now they're finally running up, but it's too late. There's too much stuff here.
These sabers are pretty tanky.
We don't even have a level for defense yet either.
Right.
Oh, we get a level 3 saber off that kill with the marksman.
Ooh.
The liability, as you called it.
I always call him the liability, yeah. He really is. He's very good at feeding levels.
Round 6 super supply. Interesting. Okay. And a Vulcan drop.
What? That seemed a little late. Maybe that's just me.
It's late.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go for the greed. You borrow? It's fine. It's fine. We love to borrow.
There's not going to be enough rounds left. Only 2,800 and 2,600 HP.
He's going to do the old classic Vulcan's Descent with the oil play to burn all the chaff.
Yeah. Love it.
I think he got
This one saber on the left isn't getting much experience. Did you see why?
Saber on the left not getting much experience. I guess... I didn't see it. Must have been shooting chaff. It probably never connected to the sledgehammers that much. I didn't actually see. That is interesting. It didn't do too much. And the hounds didn't level either, but they did clear that side relatively well.
The thing I am getting worried about, though, is there's a lot of sledges coming out. And it's a
Guys,
lot of
yeah,
bodies. It's hard to deal with the sabers. I think that
I
they
might have
scale better. Sorry, go ahead.
I might have sold that Typhoon. It is countered.
But it did keep them busy for a long time, and it is pulling them in the corner there, so everything should go into that fire. Selling it next round would be good, I think. You're right.
Okay, fire will be good.
Ow.
Yeah, huge turn actually.
Vulcan kills that rhino.
Okay, these sabers are getting pretty tanky, and he can make more now. I might even elite recruit some more because of all the tanks. Could also transition to like a flying unit. Yeah, we have units here.
Two squads of rank 4 Void Eye. Pretty strong against sledges, in my opinion. Phoenix is also pretty good, but we've already got single target with sabers. Yeah, Mustang is pretty safe. Both players choosing Mustang.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense for aicad also because he's playing against wasps. Actually, the wasps are doing pretty well. If you look at the back left wasp, it has the most kill in the whole game. Kind of funny because it keeps killing those crawlers.
Managed to get a raise.
So guess who's back sold something, but not the Typhoons. Did you see what he sold?
Let's see what he's sold.
Oh, it was a wall in the middle.
Oh yeah, okay, he sold the wall, and he did elite recruit more sabers. I think that's good. That's a good play, because a level 1 it's just not enough. He will have to run to the oil, but should be fine.
Oh, with these Mustangs, there's a few too many bodies now.
Yeah, I think Guess Who's Back needs Mech Rage on his hounds.
Tower goes down.
Like this beacon? Oh, it was close. That's a lot of sledgehammers. But usually, like, at least like last week, I noticed these sledgehammers would already be level 3 by now. And actually, none of the level 2s have leveled.
EMP picked up for both players.
Another Jav round as well.
Yeah, Jav and EMP. That's tough. Three Mustangs.
It always kind of feels weird to javelin the Mustang because it does so much damage and the Mustang doesn't have a lot of health. But realistically, it's not that weird. Like a level 3 Mustang is like really strong. So
yeah,
even though it looks weird, it's actually one of the best targets here on the board to go for.
Definitely, yeah.
Because you can get some of that level 2 sledge in there as well. If you were to target the other level 3 Mustang, you only get the level 2 or level 1 sledge, sorry. Oh, we're seeing a dodge, but he's gonna go right into the orbital here. Javelin.
Neither player shielding on this turn, I guess. And aicad is loaning. Okay, guess who's loaning? Does he want to make shields?
Guess who's got level 3 attack?
He does have aicad has shielded fangs now, but he has armor dogs. So he's playing armor dogs against all the Mustangs.
Nice, I love it. You actually don't see that often. Like, this is a tech that got reduced in cost and improved recently. Haven't seen it too much, so it's nice to see.
It should work relatively well for him.
These mobile beacons are really strong, getting into the towers there.
Yeah, these sabers, I mean, it's the same thing that happened in the last game, right? The sabers, when they get levels, they're really hard to kill. They're really tanky.
This one pack of crawlers is just going through killing everything, though. Killed both towers, almost killed that missile
Where did it
interceptor
come
device.
from? Came all the way from the back of the board.
Game.
That's insane. It actually did, yeah. Saved that whole round. Doubled the tower debuff. Did 13,000 damage that round.
Interesting. Steel ball chosen for aicad.
He does run fortified target lock. Is that the plan? That is the plan.
Ooh, this is a really expensive idea here.
I hate that tech.
It's cool, but I mean, we've got range fortified target lock. Is it gonna work? I would love to see this work. It's cool. I hope it works, because, you know, if he's wrong, I think that's game over. There's so much money involved in this. I don't know about this Overlord. There's so many Mustangs. I'll also tech this Overlord right away, too.
I think him shielding it will allow it to work.
Hey, underground. I like that.
But he didn't shield his Mustangs against the missile? These steel balls. This is going to be a little rough.
Let me see a beacon here. These Overlords. Yep, there we go. Can you fit them both, though? Quite. Alright, come on, let's see these balls.
They are locking on.
Oh, they aren't getting that other saber, though.
Nah, that's what I was worried about. It gets a one. Is it worth it? Big investment.
It is, because I mean everything. It tanks like against everything.
It's a tower, though. This is actually a lot of damage.
Right. So aicad wins 2 out of 3.
Fantastic job, you know. Again,
Definitely.
I think he chose the right decision with that marksman specialist. He definitely utilized that orange man, you know, that liability that you said. I mean, round 2 it was getting locks on that saber-tooth. Round 6 it was winning him the round. So, you know,
would you say that's the MVP?
Oh, very much so.
It is the MVP of the game. Yeah, has the most damage. The level 4 marksman. See, this happens to me a lot. I play on the line too. These fortified target steel balls really will ruin your day.
Yes, I faced it in the gospel. You're in the flank. You're doing great. These rhinos, they're leveled. They cannot hit them, and then they put fortified lock in. Bye-bye, rhinos.
Definitely. It's a lot of stuff, right? That's like the lots of stuff build. Lots of bodies, sledgehammers, Mustangs, hounds.
Lots of sledgehammers.
Yeah. Quite a wall. So now we have the... Congratulations to aicad. He gets to move on to next week. And now we have the losers bracket. So, is that right?
Yeah. I'm going to pull up the bracket. Oh my god. Did you guys see who won the other series? Do tell? Okay, so Cheese against VolJinRaynor. And Cheese took it 2-0, it looks like. Yeah, so no. Congratulations, Cheese. I'm gonna have to watch those games later.
Wait on pins and needles here.
I am who I am. I love it.
Fantastic.
All right.
I love the gospel is awesome, man.
So we're doing Ego versus Guess Who's Back. Is that right?
Yep.
Losers,
This is
quarterfinals.
Yeah, losers bracket. Let's see. Are they updating the bracket? No.
All right, welcome back to the Mechabellum Mini Masters. We are now in the losers bracket quarterfinals. We have Guess Who's Back, who just played up against aicad, and we have Egophobic, who was waiting, I guess, from last week for this series. Yeah. Pretty cool game here we're going to see. We've got the Fire Badger spec pick for Guess Who's Back and the Giant spec for Egophobic. Lazy, can you tell us a little bit about these players? We just talked about Guess Who's Back in the earlier series, but we don't know much about Egophobic coming into this, so maybe you can let us know.
Yeah, Ego. You know, he's like many of us, pretty self-taught, coming from the StarCraft 2 universe. So he transferred quite well into Mechabellum. He really enjoys the game, but he also is a electrical music producer and DJs under the same name.
Oh, nice.
So definitely check him out. You know, drop the link there sometime. Come on. No, but yep, he prefers rhinos, but let's go ahead and get started into this match.
I'd like to see a Twitch stream of the DJ stuff if he ever does that. But yeah,
he does stream. Ego has streamed.
Yeah?
I've watched it. Yeah, I think he recently started streaming. I caught one of his streams not long ago.
Alright, Mecha DJ stream next. Let's do it. Okay.
Guess Who's Back having to face the sabers once again with the tarantulas.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
Gonna have nightmares tonight.
He's chosen to play from a standard defensive position.
That might be due to the experience from last series, bringing the spiders back from the line.
Yeah, I think so.
Intensive training is good in this situation.
Egophobic is giant spec, and I was looking at that Assault Fortress card.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I actually like playing forts against Tarantula quite a bit. It's pretty nice. Mostly in a headbutt, I suppose, though.
Round 2 Storm. Alright. Dig it. Nope. Goodbye. See you later. Change my mind. Chaffing up this round.
More chaff. It ain't a draft round, it's a chaff round.
I see. So, yeah, Guess Who's Back is favoring the level up with the Tarantula over that Stormcaller. But it's pretty good, yeah. You want to make sure your Tarantulas are a higher level than the Sabers, otherwise they just get completely obliterated.
Yeah, intensive training spec. Oh, that's a really good missile from Ego. He's going to be able to kill the level 2 Tarantula, and his Saber will probably level off that, yep. So, even though he had level advantage, a low-placed missile makes it pretty easy to take down the Tarantula and get the level.
Yeah. It is the side effect, right? Leveling your units and they're not effective. We saw that last game with the marksman, level 3 marksman, orange man.
I think it's still really good to have a level 2 tarantula anyway. They can kill the sabers, but you need range sooner than later on the tarantula.
Elite Rhino, please, come on. No!
Yeah, Elite Rhino, man. Oh my god. That would actually be really good for Ego, I think.
Yeah. It does kind of, you know, if you've got the sabers here, it kind of fills a similar role, but in that, the tanking role, I mean.
Yeah.
But, there's
but
not
having
any,
a level
there's nothing
3
that kills it.
Rhino.
Yeah, there's nothing that kills it.
Yeah.
Even if you use it for one turn, costs one deploy, $50, and you just completely crush the round. If you look at Guess Who's Back HP, it's less than 4,000. So I mean, you can maybe, you know, do that a couple rounds, and we might be able to close that out pretty quickly. EMP chosen, EMP and oil, slow things down like that. That means that the crawler's gonna be able to get in front. There's no missile this turn, but there was no actual defense from that missile either. So, but yeah, the level 2. See, now that the saber is the same level as those tarantulas, it's gonna just do massive damage. And if it ever shoots a level 1, anything that's one level less, it's gonna just one-shot it. So it's very scary.
Yeah, if he had taken range on his tarantula, that actually wouldn't have happened. So I'm a little disappointed not to see range on the tarantula, especially with the level.
Maybe he was trying to get away with it, with not pushing it due to the oil. In this turn, we might see it. And we're, you know, he's got the fire badger, so maybe that can be moved or placed in front of that oil this turn. Get range, stay out of the fire. What happens here?
I actually think this level 2 Wraith looks pretty good for Guess Who's Back, but he took the Wasps as he wants the permanent flank defense, I guess.
Yeah, he was favoring this last series too.
He was, yeah. I think it's not as important this game for him to have the flank defense since he is playing back. I just really like it. I mean, the free level 2 Wraith, it answers a lot of those other drops, especially the Wasp drop, right? Which Ego did take. And actually, I'm pretty sure if he take the Wraith, he straight up just win the whole round. Yeah. I think that would have been a better pick. But we'll see how this goes. He does have range on Tarantula now. And he has chosen to leave the Fire Badgers.
There's no Fire Badgers placed in position to light this oil.
Yep.
Range on Hound, okay.
That makes sense. Ego, I've played him, I don't know how many times now, but he really likes Saber Hound has got to be his favorite build because he does play this a lot.
Well, we see
Oh,
one
he likes
unfortunate luck.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that, you know, he like Spider, Sabers, Phoenix, Scorps, and Stangs. Those are his bread and butter. He chooses that aggressive play style.
So we had a really unfortunate lock there on the Spider onto the level 2 Saber. It might have been because of the oil slowing down the crawler, so it might fix itself this turn. We'll have to see. And that's because we have range now. Actually, I think it's still going to be a problem.
Fire.
I don't think those crawlers are going to move quickly enough.
It's always the auto pick, it's the fire. Egophobic probably start to think about getting double shot or range on these sabers. More wasps, okay. Oh, he actually took it back. Okay, okay. How are we answering these wasps? I still like a Wraith.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough because some of the, like, quote-unquote rules of Mechabellum are like, you don't really want to double up on same kind of unit type. So if you're using the tarantulas, also getting the wraith doesn't feel the best, especially because you'd have to tech 2 different units to do a similar thing. You already see techs on the tarantulas, but man, oh man, it is real hard to build tarantulas into these sabers. So wraith for sure is a choice here, but it kind of nullifies your investment in the tarantula already. It's bad both ways.
It's tough to clear the crawlers coming in at you like
Yeah.
this. He does have the fire around here. Oh, he actually, you know what? Something we saw from Ego last week. Something I actually have noticed. He never shields. Remember that? He just never shields. So,
Agreed.
yeah. I'm gonna see more of that.
Nice missile on those wasps. These Stormcallers are doing pretty well, and the fire is going to clear up a lot of the garbage in the way, but
Yeah. Still
AP Storm as well. You see AP often on Stormies?
Not in a position like this as much. Maybe in a standard matchup more. There's the Wraith, but now there's Farseer. Probably both players take Farseer. No, I don't see it much from a defensive player. That I don't think. Maybe if you have, I guess it's pretty good though. Like it's high damage against the sabers, and you mostly usually see it against giants. So I guess it's filling the same sort of role here. I guess it makes sense.
Ego is a giant spec also. We may have forgotten, but he could still build a giant at any point.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll see a giant, but he did take the. Did he take the Wraith? And he sold one. Yeah. Guess who's back? Sold the Wraith and took the Wraith. I think with the Farseer drop, it's a little sketchy to take Wraith now, though.
Yeah, the Wraith has not got long for this world. We're going to see more Stormcallers dropped on the left. We have a high explosive picked up for Tarantula now. Decent looking EMP.
Well, Farseer's not quite locked on, and there it goes. Takes on the Wraith. Takes it down just as he said. Without taking a little loss.
Yeah, it does clear that pack of wasps. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It did its job this round.
It did. And the storms are doing really well, actually, now. They are finding their target.
We got one of those anti-missile devices cleared. There is still one remaining.
Almost all the tarantulas leveled.
It's a good turnaround. This could be
Yeah,
the TSN turning point here.
Smoke bomb for Egophobic. Suppose you could do the same thing back. Oh, he is shielding. Okay, okay. Good idea. Guess who's back does the same thing. I think Egophobic has noticed that Guess who's back has taken all the spells and is placing them extremely greedily. Anti-air Farseer for one corner Wraith. I don't like that. Now that, especially since he sold the
you
Wraith.
got baited so hard. Yeah, I'm liking Guess Who's Back's board now. With those levels and this Farseer tech. Oof. There's still only like 4 tarantulas though. That's not really enough.
I'd also like him to. It's a simple concept. This is a. Sometimes you look at the game, you watch a higher level player play, and you see what they're doing, and it just looks so simple, right? But it's not that obvious like at first. But what you should do is he should line his tarantulas up with where the chaff packs are coming in from, right? They use them off to the side slightly. That can get you in trouble sometimes. So it's nice to add more spiders, like for newly placed packs of chaff, so that you can still efficiently be clearing it.
These storms are doing a lot of damage here.
They really are. but the wasps are alive.
I think I would like to see AP on spiders soon. Yeah, maybe if he makes more of them. Because, like, look, it's just barely not enough to deal with some of that stuff. If you can kill the bigger stuff or medium stuff sooner,
Yeah,
maybe you
with
can
the
get
spiders.
the other stuff killed.
Probably just needs more. He needs a better answer to the wasps though. Like you can probably range your own wasps or take the typhoons maybe. Yeah. He takes typhoons. I think I'd still range my wasps, but
I don't know about the typhoons with all these sabers though.
I was gonna use it this way. He's flanking with both of the typhoons. But they're just gonna die. They're gonna die before they even spawn in, right? Oh wait, what the heck? Both players are doing it.
Everyone. This is the idea of, yeah. Everyone just put typhoons in the corners. It's really good, right?
Waffle.
It is actually like legitimately one of the only ways to deal with these wasps efficiently.
I actually don't hate what guesswhosback did there, or he ranged his range an AA on his. That should kill the typhoons, right before they spawn in.
Level 1? I don't know. Probably.
I guess we'll find out.
We do have level 2 attack, so it should.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, and also the storms are helping out to curse those blasted arrows.
Ooh, nice fire. Spiders die on the left.
How does this part go, though?
Well,
level 3 heavy saber is pretty tough to deal with.
Yeah, holy smokes. It's looking like everything's alive for Ego here, and that's enough to take the game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
All right, that's game
How do you
1.
think? How do you think this would be better turned around here for Mr. Guesswhosback?
I think he needed a few more tarantulas, chaff clearing, and I don't hate. I'm not sure if it would work, but I liked Odds' idea of AP maybe on these, so that he could at least recover some of the damage that Tarantula does and maybe clear sabers a little better, but
I'm not sure if I like the amount of money used on the wasps here with the anti-air and range. When we already saw baiting into the Farseer aerial mode. So
yeah.
There was only a few wasps remaining on the end of the round, and sometimes you can just kind of push through with like the ground force, and then you'll have, a little bit left, and then it'll clear that up. It's really not that much of a concern to have that much of an investment in your wasps to try to deal with those, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know if he needed both range and anti-air, but I don't.
Yeah, maybe just
mind
one would be good.
Yeah, because range at least keeps them back, like
Mm-hmm.
away from the Farseer, and also gives you a chance against his wasps.
It was close though.
Very back and forth, yeah, for sure.
Doxson says, "Where's the Saber Sept?" I kind of agree. That was a lot of Stormcallers. Maybe he doesn't run it. I didn't actually check.
Not a single giant was bought.
Yeah, that's a theme of Egophobic. Is I can't remember the last time I saw a giant on his board. Actually, he loves the medium units.
Just a psychological thing. At any moment, it could arrive.
It's always Saber, Hound, Scorpion. Yeah, like you said, that's in his bio? He said he put those units in there. It's pretty funny.
Mr. Cheese with the giants are for children. I know medium units all the way, but I wish they would help adjust my boy the hacker. He needs a little bit of TLC. He's the only 200 unit that it takes 100 to unlock.
Hacker.
Someone else can intro this round while the dog is barking.
Okay.
Take over. All right, we are back for match number 2 with Guess Who's Back and Egophobic. Guess Who's Back is down 1, but there's a chance to come back again. He's taking a speed specialist to training specialist. What do you think about this, Mr. Agent?
I don't hate. So steel balls have been a little bit rough, I think, running into the walls and all the sledgehammers recently. But into the tarantulas, if you can get the what do they call it? Crossfire, right? Where you go up and you go strong on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have this opposite aggro like this, right? I think the steel balls are usually always favored, especially against Tarantula. Tarantula can be pretty good against steel balls, I guess, with levels and splash and stuff like eventually, but if you can keep pressure with steel ball aggro here, you can start to find your way. You can add Wraith, right? You can go steel ball Wraith. That might be something that we're seeing here, because if you look at the corner here, where what Guess Who's Back is doing up here close to the line, he's left a space of 3 in that front left corner. I think very likely we're going to see a Wraith there.
Yeah.
Egophobic with training spec, it does make sense to be training spec with tarantulas. It's nice to give the tarantulas levels.
You bring up a good point, and the things that we're going to need to pay attention to this game are the levels on the tarantula if they're outscaling steel balls, as well as the levels on the Void Eye. Void Eye actually does very well against steel balls as well. So there is a possibility that these steel balls can get countered, but at the same time, if they get some good engagements here, like you see, we do take down that one tarantula, but there's just a few too many Void Eyes to clean up the rest of them. It's going to be tough going into the training spec, actually, because...
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, if we can level up those spiders, they're going to be able to kill those steel balls a bit better. I would actually favor the levels on the spiders over the Void Eyes for that reason.
Yeah, I agree. Something that Guess Who's Back might have difficulty with at some point, if he plays Wraith, is flying Void Eyes. They can be pretty good. It will depend on positioning, levels on Wraith. Order of the text is very important when you're playing Wraith. Where's this arc light going? Okay, he's putting an arc light to defend the crawlers coming in on his level 2 tower that he's leveled.
Yeah, like that. It's to slow it down enough so the steel balls can take the tower. And we see Ego deploying 2 tarantulas on the left side now. Start the defense.
And a missile.
Yeah, good missile. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
I mean, it
Got
could have been the
fired
other
with the
pack,
steel
but
balls.
it's pretty good.
Yeah. I think he will still kill the tarantulas.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah, so steel balls will level. That's very good. And Ego actually enabled the steel balls leveling there by killing the other pack and allowing a single pack to kill both of those.
Yeah, that's true.
tarantulas.
Kind of funny how that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Ego taking the round win yet again.
Mm-hmm. As a steel ball spammer myself, I will say that this level on this steel ball is very nice to have. It looks like Ego's doing really, really well, but it can change pretty quickly.
Okay, rhinos are picked. Oh yes, you'd love to see it. Oh my god, final blitz right away? That's kind of crazy. That's a
That's
bit quick. Round
yeah,
three?
because it's kind of easy to counter that, right?
Yeah,
Oh, hacker.
so it's easy to counter when it's up on the front line like this. What happens is you do get into a bit of a tech race, right? So this round we get final blitz, and then next round there'll be either shields or there'll be something to EMP the rhinos. So then you're going to want to click a photon coating, and you end up in an arms race with these rhinos that eventually, this early in the game and this close to the line where you can't put anything in front of it, the rhino will probably lose that in the end. It may take several turns, but it does not scale as much. But we're going to see, I don't know what happens here. Like, it should pop off this turn. Depends how quickly these Void Eyes kill them. I mean, they are level 1, so 20,000 HP. It might not be enough. We don't even see a defense level 1 upgrade. But they do get up in the face, and that is going to be enough for this turn.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Guess Who's Back take the level on the steel balls. Didn't take it. He made more steel balls. Sometimes you don't need as many steel balls. You just need the levels.
Yeah. And like we were saying earlier, you need to outscale the tarantula with levels.
Yeah, he needs to take those levels. And this same pack of steel balls is... It did so much this turn, it would be close to level 3, actually.
So yeah, we'll see what happens here, what choice of counter is for for these rhinos. I mean, I love the tactic. I'm just worried that it's too early. It's a bit too soon. There's still so much life. And these rhinos, are they gonna level ever?
They do get experience when they blow up.
Yeah.
They might. I mean, I guess he's just gonna missile them. Okay, so actually Ego's using 3 missiles. And he's used 2 missiles, so that's 5 missiles already. If I was Guess Who's Back, I'd be clicking Defense 1. Defense 1 makes it so Steel Balls survive missiles.
Yeah, it really helps with the rhinos too. I mean, note also, Final Blitz does the damage equivalent of the health of the rhino. So when you click your defense upgrades to increase the health, it of course makes that explosion bigger.
Correct, yeah. I think defense.
Love these steel balls in the back corner though. That's going to help deal with that rhino.
Yeah, that'll work really nice.
Yeah. So we don't even see EMP or anything, just like 1 or 2 missiles, a pack of crawlers in front of them, and the tarantulas are far enough back that they don't get hit by that explosion.
Yeah. He really needs a Wraith. I'm surprised that he doesn't have a Wraith with the steel balls.
Good oil here.
Yeah, really locked up the balls, allow the Void Eyes to get that charge shot locked on, and clear him.
Purple shield,
Full
really
shield on
strong.
steel balls.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, there's the Wraith, but I would have loved to see a port shield on his steel balls. It's like the strongest item on them.
Looks like we're going to be seeing this side flank being built up here with the Wraith.
Yep. I think he needs defense 1. Yeah, and this intensive training is allowing him to keep levels. He's actually pulling ahead on levels with all the level 2 tarantulas. And look, more missiles. So yeah, defense 1 is a super important button to click here. Click the attack. Okay.
We could see, oh no, or the rhino's being sold. I was gonna say, you could spend $100, get a mobile beacon, and just run it right in. At least one of the tarantulas, or sorry, at least one of the rhinos will pop off.
It is nice though to have the race though. All right, he'll win the round with that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually nothing that really shoots up. It's round 5.
Yeah.
We might see
probably
aerial mode next, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he does click defense one. Good. Good. It's really important. Steel balls. Keep them alive. Oh man, poor shield will go so hard here.
Probably see some good experience on these wraiths.
Yeah, hope so. He will get a level 2 on the right side. And a level 2 on the... Nice, okay. A couple level 2s.
Now we'll figure out which one it was. If it was one on the flank or not. No.
Auto speed, yeah. That seems like the right pick for sure. Range the Wraith. Let's see. Is it going to be what? Mective? Is that what he's thinking about clicking here on steel balls? Just more steel balls. Okay.
You know, you get into that sunken fallacy where it's like, hey, you know what? If the problem says, we're just going to throw more at the problem.
Yeah, I like this is I do this pretty often with the steel balls like this on the flanks. It's really nice actually. Once you click Mective, there's crawlers everywhere, and then the hope here is that the wraiths do continue to level, and he works his way into getting 8-gun and like degen beam and stuff. And you know he's hoping that the wraiths will be able to carry him here, and the steel balls should act as chaff and hopefully can get some kills on Tarantula. He does go aerial mode on the Void Eyes, and he has a lot of Void Eyes though. Be pretty good against wraiths here. Kind of lacking chaff for Guess Who's Back.
And any real anti-air other than those wraiths.
Wraith's very good. Could be pretty good anti-air. But charge shot Void Eyes are crazy.
I don't see range yet, but that's the only way that this works here, is if the wraith outranges them. If there's not enough stuff on the ground, then it doesn't really matter. Ooh, he gets that pack.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage, yeah. Raiden sold it. Okay, more steel balls. Probably need what? Mective. He can also afford 8-gun. And Mective. Okay. Better.
This will be good, yeah. It'll take a lot more shots with the Void Eye, so the Wraith should hopefully stay alive longer. Also, dealing more damage means that the steel balls should get better locks on the tarantulas.
Lots of missiles from Ego this game. I haven't actually been counting, but it's got to be... It's got to be up there.
I don't know if it works.
9, 10. Yeah, it is. I mean, he is deploying all of his units on the flank, right? So taking them out immediately is really strong. So that's why I like to see Mective. So at least they turn into more chaff, since that is the way he's already using them.
If we ever do have a spare deploy, it would be nice to have Ego put one on this back corner to try and get a tower, kind of like how you would do it with the Phoenix. Kind of hard to find that extra deployment when you're being aggressed into like this, though, but it's pretty good. This Raiden is popping off. Actually, that's going to be another huge hit.
Yeah.
Guess who's back against the ropes?
Definitely. Yeah.
Void Eyes strong.
Surprised Ego skips the nuke. I actually think that's not too bad. I guess he has his rates kind of like spread out here, right?
This is the great pick, you know? You don't need the nuke. Opponents, on the verge of death, they have to pick the nuke. If you skip it, then you might have a eco lead.
Yeah. More Wraith. So, I like all the techs that Guess Who's Back here has. But I would have liked to see those techs a little earlier in this game, I think. Void Eyes got a little out of control.
Yeah. TNP is also always a possibility here.
Yeah.
To totally shut off those Wraiths. The Wraiths cannot help but target them just accidentally, the way that the Wraith unit targeting works. Yeah.
That would be nasty. Ego made shields.
Respects the nuke.
Yes, he did.
Even though half his units are flying.
A little different from last one. No shields. Oh my god, you remember the Benders? Alright, so let's see if these steel walls can get in here. Okay. Are there any Void Eyes left on that side? Yes, I see Void Eyes, and he's been towered. Oof.
That's gonna be it.
Alright. 2-0 Egophobic.
A quick series, Ego. Moving on. Wait, does it go to the next round, or we have another series of winners, right?
We should have one more for the winners of Mr. Region.
So that would be the losers semifinals. And that'll be up against the winner of YM Gramps versus VolJinRaynor.
How's that go?
GG.
Yeah, GG's. Ego. He goes in chat and he says, "Are you proud of my shields?" Yes, I am. You're not getting nuked like you did last week. That was a crazy nuke last week. Clear. They'll destroy everything.
So it looks like we're going to be going into VolJinRaynor versus Gramps game 3. They're 1-1 right now. Oh, you know what? Their MMR is like 1 part. 2000 versus 1999. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. 2000 on the dot and one, yeah, just shy.
Camera's working. So yeah, a minute and a half
Gramps,
in that.
Yeah. Gramps enjoys this game. This is his chance to compete at a higher level, and he's definitely showing it. Even in the losers bracket, you're still playing quite skilled players here, and he likes to push in the towers, pressure them. He doesn't really buy Storms or Vulcans. He just really likes trying to get a hold of that Typhoon, that type of thing. But I'm excited to see what I want to see some more of that Phantom Ray play from Mr. Vol'jin here. And I'd like to see how Gramps counteracts it, since we're at a 1-1. This is everybody's going to be playing at the seat of their pants here.
The loser's going home.
Indeed. So we've been missing out on some of these VolJinRaynor matches here. So I'd like to see that come to play. and maybe catch that cheese match a little later when that VOD comes out.
Yeah, same. I'm also gonna watch that later. That sounds like like a pretty entertaining game,
Yeah.
probably.
But if you do want to see cheese today, these games are done. You're not going to see them until next week in the day 3, the final week, the Mechabellum Mini Masters.
Yes, still undefeated.
All right, here we are. Game 3, VolJinRaynor versus Gramps. We missed game 1 and 2, so we're not quite sure how this series has been playing out just yet, but we do get timing to join this game and see how things are going here. So looking forward to that. We do see Raynor picking supply spec and Gramps with quick sup. Quick sup, one of my favorite specialists. Allows you to be very flexible in the early game. We see Saber Crawler up against Mustang Void Eye, which is kind of unfortunate for the Sabers. There's too many targets for them to really deal with, and the Void Eyes are quite good at dealing with Sabers when they are equal levels. So having the quick supply spec available means, yeah, here we do see the extra Mustang packs. So that's going to be the choice here for trying to deal with, well, the opponent's Mustangs and potentially their chaffiness, whatever they choose to deploy, whatever Raynor chooses to deploy here. Oh, what?
A Phantom Ray.
Okay. So it was a cell, but the cell of the tower, so no cost difference there. But the money going into the Phantom Ray. Supply spec can do that. 50 cost to unlock the Phantom Ray. And then just immediately purchasing that. So losing 1 deploy in round 1. Try this out.
And went for a tempo cell on his Big Chungus turret.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I like that
probably
though.
see this.
Because next round we're going to have that profit. So the extra $100 in the next round works out. And then even if you sell a defensive wall, you get 150 by round 3, which is just enough for the oil. So you can drop down the oil on the other side.
Living up to his name here. Going Phantom Ray on round 1. Gramps picks up Mustangs on round 1 with his quick supply money and allows him to win a round. Pretty huge.
Yeah, I like it. I forgot to check out the specs. I'm going to look at them now. But I'm wondering if we see the AoE spec, AoE tech. Ooh, double laser sight? Okay, that was quick. No, we have armor piercing on Mustangs. Both.
Yep. So, something that I would probably immediately be thinking about if I was Gramps is I might be clicking Missile Interceptor since I'm against Mr. Phantom Ray. It's pretty solid. It's something I pretty much do every time there's lots of Phantom Rays. It is very effective against them. And then you just find whatever unit you're going to use to kill the Phantom Ray, since the Mustangs might be a little tied up with anti-missiling, but we'll see how this goes. They both added laser sight to the Mustangs and chaff. Gramps levels his tower.
Yeah, good early level on the tower. Crawlers are going to get the other tower. Timing is going to be really bad.
It's a lot of crawlers still alive.
These Phantom Rays, like what the heck? Okay, they do get shut down. The Mustangs get a level from that. But I mean, clicking armor, that's just going to shut off all the AA basically. Is he building just like a line here of Phantom Rays?
It looks like it, yeah. He does have both. Okay, so interesting. Stealth Cloak now also gives HP. They gave Phantom Ray an HP buff, and he has armor, and he has shield. So that is a tanky.
Oh yeah,
Phantom Ray setup there.
That's cool.
They have a tendency to sneak up on the unit that is there to kill them when they have the Stealth Cloak. But yeah, I think armor is the direction that VolJinRaynor might be thinking about, since he's facing Mustangs as his counter. Raynor adds Sledgehammer to the flank back here. It's actually pretty good against Mustangs, so I kind of like that, actually.
Yeah.
That will tie them up.
I think that's just about the most cost-effective unit you can put in the corner there to take the most amount of time to slow things down. Sledge also has a little bit of splash, so it should help deal with some of those crawlers, so hopefully they don't kill that tower so quickly, but we do have tons running in here. Oh, and we do have the wasp swarm coming in. That tower is not going to live long. So actually the issue is the other tower. The second tower is still level 1, so by the time that all the crawlers and units move over there and we see that battle, once the units kind of come together in the middle, it's gonna favor Gramps. But actually, Raynor's units head up this time. Probably because they were slowed by that, by the top right corner there. So then they were targeting those units. Instead of coming down to the middle, they went up to the right.
Yeah.
That's what
Gramps
makes these sort of like asymmetrical positions so interesting, is very small changes with deployments can drastically affect how the round plays out.
Yeah, and it can be difficult to know when to level your tower and when not to level your tower. So in a game like this, you can see that VolJinRaynor has created a level 2 tower for himself here. That's pretty good because his units are going to run into units up here on the up on Gramps' side, right? If you're not running into anything, like say Gramps is just hyper leveling his tower and not defending it, a level on your tower is not as important since there's nothing really to capitalize on your units as they arrive up there. So being able to identify when to level and when not to level on the timing of the turn, it is very difficult. It can be very difficult. So yeah, you're right about that. That's I'm always trying to like gauge when to level and not level, when to defend and when to like just build up my strong side maybe.
Yeah, and alongside that thought as well is, yeah, if you level your tower too much, like sometimes it's not worth it because your units will be on the other side of the map when the tower dies. So the debuff, even if you have like a 4-second debuff versus a 3-second debuff, doesn't make any difference whatsoever. It's just a waste of money.
He does have armor on the raise this time.
Nice. We do see the deployment on the right now, so now trying to put pressure on the right, and it gets the left tower, and the right tower's going to go down. Nice mobile beacon there.
It will work. Okay, and these Phantom Rays probably got some levels.
One of them does, for sure.
Two of them did, yeah.
Round 5, super supply. Or Raynor.
It's not that bad on round 5.
It's pretty greedy with 2500 though.
Bet on himself. It's kind of funny. Okay, attack item goes on a Wraith. Now, I get really sketched out playing Wraith against Phantom Ray. I don't know what your experience is.
Yeah, I think levels are really important here. You got double Phantom Ray into the Wraith, and plus with the armor, with the extra HP, that Wraith is not gonna deal with this whatsoever, I don't think. Oh, but you know what? So. We've got Missile Interceptor on Saber. That could make a difference. It does.
That might make a difference. We'll see. I haven't tried anti-missile sabers against Phantom Ray.
It's pretty effective, but we do see burst mode. So it's one of those things too, where it's just kind of a tech race where, yes, temporarily the saber may be able to block some of the missiles, but in the end of, as the rounds go longer and longer, you got money for it and you get burst mode clicked. It means that the anti-missile is completely useless at that point.
Yeah.
Left side.
It is like, it's a weird situation to also like be forced to click the burst though. Like I feel like as the Phantom Ray player, I've played Phantom Rays, like cheesy Phantom Ray stuff here and there. It does feel bad to have to click. the burst mode.
Yeah, he certainly wants the other techs here. Like he pointed out earlier, they're all kind of like tanky. You know, we got shield, we got like cloak and stuff to build up that HP. So it does feel a bit bad, but it is kind of the bailout card for if you have missile interceptors. That's what it is there for safety. So it would feel bad to click it, you're right, because it's going to make all the other techs that you want more expensive.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have anti-missile on Mustangs. Actually, you know what? It would be pretty good defense here. Is if you went anti-missile Mustang and just like multi-melters, you'd probably just kill the whole board.
Yeah, that could be good. But you know what? I do like seeing the floating artillery array now. And weirdly, we have the absorption on the level 1 Wraith instead of the level 2 Wraith in the back. I think the level 2 Wraith in the back was doing a good job. It just didn't quite have enough damage last round to kill those Phantom Rays, but this round with floating artillery array or 8-gun, it will. However, we do see a mobile beacon moving all those units to the right now, so Raynor is going to be putting pressure on the right side. This double Wraith right at the front here could be really strong.
It's a nice beacon though for Raynor.
Yeah.
I think that's pointed right at the weakest spot of Gramps' board. Pretty heads up.
And that is also the level 1 tower as opposed to level 3. So, you know, deploying this oil here is what's kind of forcing this mobile beacon. So it can kind of be expected that they should be moving to the right. But we don't see any response for that from Gramps in regards to leveling a tower or anything.
Is 8-gun gonna kill these?
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
That regen was almost popping off. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like by the end of the round, it'd be much better to have the regen on the level 2 Wraith. That level 1 Wraith,
yeah,
man, it's gonna be level 3 now. Like, it would have been able to take
yeah,
a lot more and save more HP. And yeah, I don't know if this level 1 Wraith with the regen or absorption mod is ever gonna get a level here. I think it might.
Marksman's a nice drop.
Didn't get much XP last round. Marksman's nice for who, do you think, here? Both players?
Gramps. Yeah, both players. Yeah, you could click anti-air, Marksman. They both took it. Makes sense.
Oh, EMP, actually.
EMP.
Yeah, why not? Shut off that Wraith.
Yeah. Well, if you click anti-air, though, then you just kill the Wraith. It's always that question, right? Am I EMPing it, or am I just trying to kill it? Okay. These are some tanky Phantom Rays, man. I think it's looking pretty good for VolJinRaynor. Surprised Gramps isn't clicking anti-air Marksman.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Marksman will... Well, actually, they won't one-shot anymore because of the energy shield.
Yeah, energy shield armor.
But we've got assault marksman.
Super tanky.
That could be an idea.
Yeah.
Aerial assault mode.
And actually, he's just gonna go right in the same spot, and it looks like it's gonna work. He's gonna scoot right in. Anti-missile saber. If you're gonna do that, you probably need to like make a bunch of them. Yeah. He's not even scratching the paint on a lot of these Phantom Rays.
This is a huge round.
Yeah.
A really good mobile beacon there.
Yeah,
it looks like that's gonna be enough, and Raynor's gonna take the series here, 2-1. Move on to the next round of Mechabellum Mini Masters. Actually, yes. So we're gonna see. Yeah, that means he's gonna be seeing Ego in the next round. We're gonna have Ego versus Raynor.
Wasn't that the first game, or is it a single elimination?
No, that was they both had a 1 win. So now that Mr. Vol'jin had 1, he moves on in the losers bracket and faces Mr. Ego.
Oh, okay. Oh, are we catching a different series?
In a sense, ours was 2-0, and so theirs was 1-1. So there was one more match. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sorry, I was a little confused.
Oh, no worries. We're having a great time here, and it's great that we get to see different matchups as well. I love a rematch, but like I also like to see everybody's different play style.
Yeah, that was
I
nicely
think
done.
Eco's. Yeah, how do you think Eco's gonna handle Mr. Vol'jin's Phantom Rays? The man loves them.
If Ego sticks to the Phantom Rays, I mean if he sticks to the Void Eyes, I think he'll have a good time against Phantom Rays. They're actually really good against them. I was playing against Stony earlier, playing Phantom Rays into his Void Eyes, and his Void Eyes destroyed me. So I think that is a favorable matchup for Void Eyes.
Yeah, Void Eyes with enough numbers, you reach critical mass, and it doesn't matter. You don't need Shaft Clear. There's just Void Eyes.
Exactly. Yeah. You do have to be able to distract the Phantom Rays long enough so that they decloak and stuff, but they're both pretty good players, so you probably know how to make chaff.
Well, this is the last of the series tonight. The winner will move on to next week, who will face the loser of between Cheese and Mr. Aicad.
Someone's got to ask him how to pronounce his name.
Right. I'm absolutely just terrible with names.
I'm going with aicad.
aicad. I don't know why it's like Al to me. I just really like to say Al, like AI, Al.
aicad.
Yeah. I got a guy who calls anything AI, he calls it Al. And reference, I'll call you Al.
You can call me Al.
All right, we got any particular ideas on who's walking away today?
I kind of want to see Raynor. I don't know. This is close. Ego's got some good gameplay too, so I'm not really sure who I'm rooting for here. I just want to see some interesting games.
Same. I'm not really pulling for anybody in particular. I'm just curious to see more of this. What Ego does against the Ray. Like when someone has like a mono play style like this, where they do the same thing, right? Like every game, it does sort of just come down to like how is this opponent going to counter it, and like how is Raynor gonna maneuver his way around Ego, since we basically know what we're going to see, right?
All right, so this is the losers bracket semifinals, game 1 of best of 3 series between Raynor and Egophobic. Raynor going with the quick supply, Ego with marksman, and yeah, Raynor. We see the saber here, saber crawler. So yeah, typically we are seeing Void Eyes, or sorry, not Void Eyes, Phantom Rays out of him. And yeah, Ego, he's gonna choose to go with Sledge up on the line with these fangs here on the side without the turret. Oh, actually, sorry, there was a turret there, but it was sold. It would have been just the light Chungus, not the heavy Chungus, or big Chungus, I think we call it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sabretooth, like, right on the line, like touching the line. That's weird to me. I don't see that really ever.
Yep. It's not a regular one, but I don't hate it. I mean, Saber's really tanky, right? And if he plans on like putting Phantom Rays like right behind them, really all he needs these to do is just like exist for a little while and kind of like blow up the front, right?
Yeah.
He's also added Mustangs, and he actually put them in the exact same position as the last game that we saw against Gramps. So I guess he uses one of them to defend his flank, probably against Wasps, and then he's using the other one up in the top left as sort of like, I think it's further Wasp. It's like a preemptive Wasp counter, right? Like because he's done that in both games.
Yeah.
Taking the knowledge and applying it to future matches. It can also be a double-edged sword and work against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's those
Okay,
void
Void
eyes.
Eyes.
Yeah. No?
Maybe, I mean, if you have like a play style that people expect from you, not playing that play style can kind of give you an edge sometimes. But that's not what we're gonna see. He's gonna go Phantom Ray. Yes, unlocked.
You know what? He's probably got you know, some idea here with the economy when you're selling out of the cannons and stuff from round 1, being able to afford double Phantom Ray or single in this case, I guess. Or yeah, just not missing a deployment. I don't know. What are we doing with this extra $100 here? Yeah, okay, there we go. That's an extra deploy.
Some chaff, some Phantom Rays. Yeah, get some going. In these headbutts like this, Phantom Ray can actually do really well. I've been in this position, like when they're close like this, sometimes it's a little easier to defend against them when they approach you. We'll see what happens here, I guess. See how Ego maneuvers this.
So Ego's already got one marksman. He put the level 3 one on the right preemptively to, you know, counter any pressure on the right side, and he is keeping both of his Chunguses?
I like it.
Chungai. So he is ready in case of that aggro coming in on the side. I like that.
He's a fun guy. He's a chung guy. I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt. Don't tempt me.
Egophobic can take an advanced missile device and immediately blow up the sabers. Well, he's starting to sell off the sabers, but it is kind of funny. It seems best for Ego to take. He could take the shield drop. He has sledgehammers. It's actually one of my favorite units to use against Phantom Rays as a way of like making sure that they stay uncloaked or something, right? Like, since there's so many of them, the Phantom Ray kind of struggles against the sledgehammer, especially if you put sledgehammer vertically against Phantom Ray. The Phantom Ray has to shoot one at a time, right? And it actually it takes a long time for the Phantom Ray to get through something like that.
I do like the choice of taking the orbital round 3 and knowing that you're going to be playing as a Phantom Ray player. There's no way to really block it other than getting, you know, energy shield, I guess, but still going to take hits from it. And this orbital is going to come back around again, so we might even get 2, maybe even 3 orbitals this game, depending on how long it goes.
Yeah, true.
Ooh, nice Rhino on the side. I like.
Yeah, I like that too.
I don't think I've ever said that I don't like Rhino. I mean, well, I guess the explosive Rhino is a little critical of, but
he does get the tower though.
Nice.
With the Wasp Swarm. And so he spent 50 on a spell. Ego spent 150 on a spell. And VolJinRaynor won the round. So he is ahead in economy, and he does win the round, and he does get a level on Phantom Ray.
Mass Wraith, is that a thing? No, Rhino Assault for both.
It definitely is a thing, though. Mass Wraith in a headbutt.
Yeah.
Wraith is the best unit in a headbutt because of its ability to chaff clear the way that it does. It's perfect. When all the units are right on top of each other, it can be hard to have your chaff clear units shooting at the right stuff. They can get sort of like locked on the other medium units. But when you have a Wraith's targeting allows them to be hitting crawlers and all the good stuff all the time. So it is definitely an idea.
Sledgehammer in the back left now. We do see the first tech picked up for Tarantula high explosive ammo. I mean, it's true, you don't really need range here in the headbutt, so I like that. I'm gonna be able to open the door a bit for these Void Eyes to get their shots, some of the marksmen. We don't see a sell yet out of Raynor. He was selling that saber last round. He still has a sell available. Oh no, he sold something. Sold the Chungus.
Tower.
Sold the wall, right?
Oh, he sold the
No,
wall.
the big Chungus.
And he did defend himself with some Phantom Rays against the
Rhino. No.
Oh.
It's level 2, it wouldn't have gotten it.
Yep, he leveled the tower also. And he flanked with these sledgehammers again in this game as well. And actually, hammers are starting to do pretty well, but the marksman will clean up.
We're gonna have another level 3 marksman as well. That's pretty good.
It is. It's nice to have those high-level marksmen.
Definitely favor the marksman into the Phantom Ray. Although they will struggle if we do see that cloak tech.
Yes, yeah. They did nerf the cloak tech, though. They take 2.5 seconds to go back to being cloaked instead of 1 second, which is pretty significant.
Yeah, I actually haven't really seen that yet, so I hope I get to see it this game.
We might. Where's he gonna put the haste mod? I do like the haste mod. Oh, wow. Ego took the lightning storm. That does make sense.
I don't win this round then. Oh my god, now we got armor on the rhinos, we got the haste mod on the rhino, I love it. 21 movement speed. Let's click that high mobility. Come on, come on. Got another 3 of that.
Okay, he has Mustangs on the... VolJinRaynor added some Mustangs to the right side of the board. Level 2. Still no text on Phantom Ray. Can't afford it. With the elite recruits. This Rhino will be pretty... I think the Rhino will be pretty tanky. Might be hard to take down.
Yeah, so the rhinos are going to basically force charge shot or something out of the Void Eyes in order to deal with them. Or possibly something out of the marksman. Do we have... I mean, we don't have any really damage abilities on the marksman, so I guess it would have to be a Void Eye tech.
Void Eyes take it down anyway, though.
Yeah. It was a mix with that lightning storm, though.
Yeah, he had like no chaff, right? Actually, you know what? These Phantom Rays, these might take the tower here and then kill the marksman.
I wonder what tech we see first in the Phantom Ray, because in the head, but you don't really need that range. But you see how this late game kind of plays out here, or late round rather. The cloak, very strong in those kind of situations.
I think if you take Lightning Storm, you probably want to be winning that round a little harder than that.
Yeah.
He hasn't even teched the Phantom Ray. Those things just destroyed the whole board. This is interesting. I like the Rhino with this. It kind of reminds me of Cheese, the way he does the boss Rhino, right? Like, but he's doing Phantom Ray Rhino here.
Have they been talking? Jeez, let us know in the comments. Have you been training together? Okay, so we still got the field recovery for Raynor. He hasn't sold the saber. It's like round 6 now.
We do get to see the stealth on the Phantom Ray.
There it goes. I'm excited to see how this plays out. And like I said last round, he's going to bait out the charge shot here with the Void Eye, so there it is.
Yep. He can just make him fly too.
Whoa. He undid the cell on the saber? He's brought it back. What is going on?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he's not going to elite recruit this turn. Instead, he's going to put Fire Badgers up in the other side.
15 seconds. Let's see what happens here.
Attack 1. Attack 1.
Oh, okay. We got the flanks going on.
Yeah, he's added stealth rays to the flank behind him. Those might be pretty good. There's nothing that really shoots up in that direction. And yeah, how many marksmen does Ego have? That's all of his anti-air here, right?
Yep.
This is the crazy part, right? Like, so Phantom Ray is one of the few units. It's kind of like Sandworm, right? How when you get tower debuffed, it actually doesn't bother the Phantom Ray that much when it's cloaked. It kind of just gets to hang out and wait for the debuff to go down and then go back about its business. Same thing with like a Sandworm, right? It can stay under the ground during that time.
We've got more levels on the Phantom Rays. Heavy armor offered or portable shield. Probably feels bad to pick portable shield if you've got the portable shield tech, but heavy armor is wicked.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's why he went with heavy armor. Oh, he actually put on the Rhino.
Okay, so we might also... So the Rhino's last turn, and with the speed of this one, like they were able to get into the face of Ego. There is always that possibility that we see the final blitz being clicked. Also, with all of the air units, like they don't really explode to the explosion, right? It only kills ground units, so... Raynor's main board, the Phantom Rays, are going to be completely fine with that.
Yeah, Ego has clicked aerial mode on his Void Eyes, so now he has much better like anti-air against these.
Yeah.
This probably
be Wasp. Okay.
Pretty cool.
Kind of foreseeing maybe that there's going to be an AA.
Doubles down with the spell as well.
Yeah, I mean it's great, right? It's cover for his Phantom Rays.
Yeah, this is why I kind of like having AA on Tarantula, just to solve sometimes this like wasp chaff, air chaff. Oh, nice. That Rhino's getting some good hits. Takes down that Tarantula. Good.
Still just a level 2 tower.
And now we're in the late round. See if these... Nope, never mind. The Cloaked Rays didn't survive. It was doing pretty well
Apparently the Void Eyes...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say the Void Eyes can apparently see what is unseen and really take out them Phantom Rays.
Yeah, it was a nice turnaround there for sure. This is sort of what I was saying at the start of the match is Ego likes the Void Eyes and they are really good against Phantom Rays, but he does have the option of clicking Energy Shield, which
we might consider seeing... Yeah, okay, I was going to say this. The Overlord could be a pick here. Actually, it's sold right away, but having the Overlord to give Photon to the Phantom Rays is the only way to get air Photon is with that boat. Because the Void Eye has EMP armor. You have to be careful of that. But, so that may be why the boat was unlocked. Then you save that unlock cost. Sold, because maybe don't need it this round, but maybe in a future round you can bring back that boat if it's needed to get the Photon for cheaper.
A couple nasty spells here from Egophobic.
Yeah, this spell has come back around again.
Yeah.
And then in 2 more rounds we get another Lightning Storm. I think Raynor's got to find some damage these next 2 rounds. Oh, it's going to be really tough going into that Lightning Storm. We see some deployments now on the right. The Rhino there. Going to be trying to push through to get that tower. Ego gets that Overlord. Overlord's pretty good against Phantom Ray.
Wow, he didn't shield the Orbital. He's going to lose the Mustangs. I think he kind of needs the Mustangs against the Void Eyes. Ooh, he's going to get towered by the Rhino.
Oh, that's dirty. That's
oh my god, that's a
deal.
lot of stuff.
That could be potentially game-winning, that Rhino.
Yep.
Oh, it's enough. It's enough. Game 1 goes to Ego with the crazy Rhino drop. Managed to pop that tower. Oh, that feels bad as Raynor. Oof.
I don't think the game would have ended, but I think Ego might even have still won that round without the Rhino. I would be curious to see.
Yeah, well played there.
Yeah, that's the problem with those corner plays. Like you were saying earlier before, it really makes you susceptible to spells. And when you get an early spell like Orbital, where it's going to come back around probably again before that that game ends out, it just doubles down. You're trying to prepare for all these different avenues and approaches, like that Rhino drop on top of the Orbital, and oil I think got dropped on that as well. It's hard to protect all your fronts.
Yeah, especially when you're playing aggro and you're up on the line and you have all these things to deal with in the back and you don't have enough deploys to really protect everything, as you say. That's why I feel like it's kind of important to make sure your towers are both getting to level 2 if you are playing aggro. And Raynor was a little bit greedy there, forgot to level up one of the towers and ended up biting him in the butt there.
Yeah, he at least needed a missile around it, right? Because that Rhino drop just, if it's well placed, it's they're going to run away from those Phantom Rays that are there to defend against it.
Also feels bad, yeah, as aggro, when all those spells are offered, it's really tough. Because it kind of puts like a timer on you, right? You have to be getting damage in order to try to end the game before those spells come back around. And there just wasn't enough damage on the board to do that.
Sometimes you're like already losing, and then there's like more spells, and maybe you've been flanked, right? Like on the last turn, and now there's like a spell, and it's like, okay, wait, how do I answer the flank and the spell and win the front? Right? Yeah. So it can be really frustrating sometimes.
That's why you don't defend at all. You just go straight into their flanks, and you just go on the line, like with those saber tooth, bada bing, bada boom. Just win the game before you can lose the game, right?
Honestly,
right?
I've definitely done that. Yeah. Like if you're a speed spec or something, or you have like a comp that moves forward faster than maybe like a wasp swarm will get your tower. Like you just level the tower, and you can probably just run forward anyway. We'll clean up after. Definitely. Looks like Clint's on a.
Yeah, we might be taking a quick break here.
So we've seen, Mr. Vol'jin. He's definitely true to his nature when it comes to those Phantom Rays. Definitely playing that very aggressive plays. He had a little joke that he'd like to say. Since he's not in public and he's on the internet, he still tries to influence gamers, a bit more mature. Not.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Say it again.
I think it's trying to be, because when you're trying to read it like that, I think it's more of like a, the Borat, like, not joke.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But figured I'd share that one with you. It's really good. Here in those times where we're waiting for the match to start, and there we go. Real jokester, that Vol'jin.
Oh yeah, I'm reading it. I see it now. It's funny.
So, you think that he's going to be, again, go that Phantom Ray? Is he a one-trick pony, as they say? Or are you expecting something different?
He's given me no reason to expect anything different than Phantom Ray.
Fantastic.
Coming into so when you're kind of in these best of 3 series and you're in a tournament, sometimes that is the mind game, right? It might get in your head. You've lost game 1, and sometimes you start to doubt, maybe my opponent has the answer here. Maybe I shouldn't keep doing this. Should I try something else? But really, the most important thing I feel like in this position is to stay true to your game plan. If you had a plan to execute, your strategies here, that's probably still your best bet coming into this. Stay with what you've practiced with. Don't go off the book, and trust yourself and keep going. And so I do hope we see more Phantom Rays. We see maybe some slight variation or tweaks that will help solve the problem that he's had with in game 1. So we're going to be keeping an eye out to see maybe what difference there is coming into this game to get a win.
Yeah, play your game.
That's it. Yeah, you have to play your game. If you're not playing your game, you're playing your opponent's game, and you don't really want to play your opponent's game. Makes it a lot more difficult.
Like for Raynor, if he only plays Phantom Race, he probably faces a lot of the same counters, so he'll probably figure out how to maneuver those.
All right, this is game 2, Egophobic versus Raynor in the losers bracket semifinals, the Mechabellum Mini Masters tournament. This is day 2. If Ego wins one more game, then he will have 2-0 the first set, right? I believe, and then would 2-0 this set, and we'll make it to day 3. So everything is on the line here for Raynor. Saw some cool Phantom Ray plays. Let's see if he can clean up his gameplay a little bit. We did see some nice mobile beacons and cool flanks and stuff before, so I'd like to see that more and try to edge out another victor here to bring us to game 3. He goes up with the amp spec, Raynor with supply spec. Lazy, what do you think about the situation?
I think I like what I see with Mr. Raynor already busting out with the Phantom Rays. Like you said, stick with what you know, or else you're playing the opponent's game. And that he's doing that heavy aggro play to just push that tower down. We're going to see a crossfire, as they say, and we'll see how this plays out position-wise. What about you, Mr. Ragin?
Yeah, we will get the crossfire, as you said. So we'll be twisting on this one. I think when you're playing against Phantom Ray, you probably want to meet it head on more. You don't want to let it get too out of control. So he might want to beef up. Ego might want to put some units to meet the Phantom Ray over there. And also, these sabers at the end be pretty good against the tarantulas. It does depend on the turn if the crawlers can get ahead. Which they should do, but there are lots of hounds, and there's nothing to answer the Phantom Ray. Yeah. But he did kill the sabers, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's about all you can ask for this turn. I mean, he killed everything that he could, so... But, man, those Phantom Rays got a level already. This is really good for Raynor. He's probably happy about that.
Yeah, it's like the Wasp on round 1. Same thing. It's like, if you do it, you want the level. If you don't get the level, oh, no good. Okay, he skips the items here. Interesting. Let's see what...
Might be due to financial reasons here. Trying to get that Phantom Ray level and still have, like,
you know, enough what Phantom Ray?
Yeah, he must have a plan. Okay, well, he just wants to get more Phantom Rays. I don't hate that. He can start to set up Rays on the flank, too. Oh, yeah, he is setting up Rays on the flank.
Yeah.
Like I said, when you leave a tower kind of like relatively undefended against Phantom Rays, you can get in trouble real quick.
Just one marksman is not it.
Nope. I think Void Eyes and Marksman, they seem like they're going to be filling maybe the same sort of role in this game. So, maybe don't need both. And just too many crawlers.
Love to see that flank in the back. Just absolutely deletes that marksman.
Yeah.
And onto the tower they go.
So, Mr. Raynor will have another win this round.
That was really bold, just putting out one level 1 marksman to try to deal with the level 2 Phantom Ray. You know
Yeah.
there's going to be another one.
Yeah, that is a little strange.
Not respecting the man at his craft is what I'm seeing.
Okay, so here's a thought that I had. So extended range Phantom Ray, increase the range by 30 but decrease HP by 40%, which is quite significant. And I wasn't sure if Raynor was a fan or not of this. So now seeing this, you know, Phantom Ray Master basically choosing that, or not choosing that rather. Yeah, maybe that's not a skill I'm going to ever pick if I'm going Phantom Rays now. That answers that question for me.
At least when you're not playing on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually, in his bio, says he never takes range on Phantom Ray. It actually specifically says that. I think he wants them tanky. So the health loss is not his playstyle. He wants them to be surviving. There's an interesting thing you can do to extended range Phantom Rays also is you can Fortress anti-air them since they do have the health loss. Whereas a tanky Phantom Ray, you don't want to use that against them.
So this mobile beacon is pretty cool, right? It just comes straight down across where the crawlers are, right along the line there on the flank. So when things are pulled over to the right, everything's going to kind of run into it and kill it, and then immediately go to the left. So there should be... Well, actually, I don't know, because there's not going to be a clear path, but they are going to be behind the chaff from that flank. So it is kind of cool. It kind of does add an extra chaff in front of them. Oh, okay, I see how this is working. They're able to come in here and just pull and destroy those units in the back.
Yeah, I think he's pointing it at the most problematic unit as well, the marksman.
Okay.
He just wants to kill it. He did the same thing in the last game against the Wraith. He was like, okay, I'm gonna kill that Wraith, and then everything else should collapse after that. So going pretty well for Raynor. He's a level 3 Phantom Ray. Level 3 Phantom Ray is a pretty crazy unit.
Ooh, level 3, or sorry, 3 squads of level 2 Fang is like maybe. Maybe like Fangs are decent against Phantom Rays, but it's mostly just because it slows them down.
I like the Fire Badger pick though because Egophobic doesn't have very good chaff clear over there.
Yeah,
Like
true.
he really needs more chaff clear than just Mustangs. Like he has, yeah, he just has. Okay, he's making more. Okay, that's probably a good play. This game's not going as well for Egophobic, and I think, like I said early on, I think the reason for that is he doesn't have like the headbutt, and the Phantom Rays are a little less. You know, they're not met as easily this way. Flying Void Eyes. Still needs more chaff clear on the front, though.
See a different deploy beacon, or sorry, mobile beacon now. It's going right for the tower. Okay, so level 3 Fire Badger is meant to hold the line and keep the army busy there.
Yeah. I think if I was Ego, I'd be leveling this this tower.
Oh, it's still level 1. Yeah, that seems really risky. Phantom Rays do short work of that level 1 Tarantula.
Look at the Void Eyes, too.
Good combination with the Fire Badger.
Okay, level 3 Phantom Rays are still going. Interesting.
So what do you think Ego can do here to kind of turn the tide?
Hey, it needs to click anti-missile. That's my take. I think that's always what you click on the Mustangs. At least that's. I don't seem to have too much trouble against Phantom Rays because it's just my automatic reaction is just make Mustangs and click anti-missile, and then I'll create the thing to deal with, like the Phantom Rays. Now, since he has armor and energy shield, my go-to, like I said, like before, is I just use multi-melters. So I'll shoot down all the shots and then I multi-melt them. It actually is pretty effective.
You charge shot the Void Eye.
But the Void Eyes are good. I still kind of want to see like anti-missile though.
Yeah. So I'm remembering now back when this was kind of more popular is when you have the Phantom Ray and Typhoon in the corners. When that was popular, one of the good ways to stop it was actually throwing down the missile interceptor buildings or deployments or whatever, which did a lot to kind of prevent that. So that you're right. I think that the missile interceptor on the Mustang would be a good pickup here.
Yeah, and you just put one where each, like where's there a Phantom Ray, like add a anti-missile like Mustang for each one. And since it's all close range, you don't actually even need the range on the Mustang, which is nice.
Well,
that being said,
clearing it on the right now.
Void Eyes are also really good, yeah. As long as you have the chaff clear and the chaff. Does it level this tower?
Yeah, it's level 2 now.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that probably saved the round a bit. Oh, we're gonna kill the shield.
Phantom Ray.
Maybe.
I guess he will get the shield, yeah.
No, tower dies too quick. Crawlers.
Oh, funny.
Raynor takes some damage. He's got damage on the board now.
Yeah, so the big difference this turn was Ego took range on the Tarantula, so now they stay back behind the chaff. They don't die as quickly to the Phantom Rays.
Couple cool decisions
and he also
here.
Charge shot on the Void Eye.
Yeah, the charge shot was really important, I think. Couple cool decisions here. Thought maybe. Okay, so you were saying the melter could be a good idea. That was offered, but it was not taken. The sledge is pretty cool. You could put the sledge right in front of your tower, like on the right. But we are seeing the arc light picked. I guess favoring a bit of extra chaff clear. Oh, there we go. Missile interceptor from Mustang. You called it. And we got one on the left as well. This should be really strong to deal with these Phantom Rays.
Where is the other sledge? Oh, shallow flank on the left. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was hiding under the UI.
I don't hate the arc lights. Like, he does really need the chaff clear to just get to the Phantom Rays, so I think arc lights are just fine.
Yeah.
Since he already has an answer here with these charge shot Void Eyes, right? He's just going to rely on that.
Can be also, like, if you're relying on the Mustangs to do with the chaff clear, alongside the Tarantula, I suppose. Like, the arc light... Yeah, by clicking, like, a or missile interceptor, you are losing a bit of a chaff clear, so by adding it back in from that drop with the arc light, that's a thought there. Oh. This anti-missile is looking pretty good.
Yeah, and even though, like, the anti-missile is going to die to some of these fire badgers and stuff, it's still good to, like, have it, right?
Yeah, you have a whole lot of more units left over at the end of this round. And we do see, so the Phantom Ray already has energy shield and stealth cloak. Now we're going to have to see the burst mode. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to do any damage. You see that? They weren't able to shoot those Void Eyes at all. Oh, it's forcing a third tech, which is getting quite expensive. MP? Maybe? Rhino?
Yeah, I might have taken the EMP.
Raynor takes EMP. That seems really important. Hopefully we'll have a shield here for these Mustangs on the right or on the left, just so that they don't get EMP and lose their interceptor.
Hopefully we do something about that Rhino that's coming into...
Yeah, we saw that one last game, huh? Right in the same spot.
Yeah, are those Phantom Rays going to turn? Depends how fast they are. I think maybe even if he picks high mobility, they won't turn.
They won't turn, yeah. He'll get to the tower if nothing's done about it.
Yeah, and the Mustang won't be able to deal with that. So it's up to this level 1 command center again.
Holy Mustangs.
Okay.
A lot of level 2 Mustangs.
It's strictly for those Void Eyes, but we got Fire Badgers and Tarantulas out and about for untech Mustangs. Okay. We at least got range.
Will Ego shield the EMP?
Ah. He doesn't shield.
Missile on hounds. Okay. There's the Rhino. It's gonna get in here, right?
It looks like it.
My God. Same mistake as last game.
Going to punch the tower. Looks like it. Boom.
You can't make the same mistake 2 games in a row.
Oh man.
Look, it's devastating.
That's a lot of damage. Oh no!
No way! No
Oh
way!
my God! No way!
I'm sorry. Oh my God! He died the same way.
That's terrible. Oh my God! I feel
It's
so
always
bad.
Rhino that gets
Raynor, no.
It is, but it's also kind of like, come on, it's the same thing. You gotta defend. You gotta put at least a missile. God dang.
Oh. Well played, Egophobic.
Well, I mean, that's a
finding
great
that
play.
opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I mean, you put the question out there like, is the same thing gonna happen? Literally, exactly the same thing. That's crazy.
Well, Ego moves on to the next week. Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, just Raynor needed to clean up his game just a little bit. I think he has some really strong ideas, but leaving a few too many weaknesses open.
Yeah.
It's you're trying to set up a later board, and so it's hard to get pushing towards that direction and then also defend. So you play a little bit more grittier. You don't defend as much, and you just say, hey, I got enough HP. I can survive like one. Turns out Ego's got a lot more on that board.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I'm gonna pull up the bracket here. So well played today, guys. We had Egophobic taking the series against Guess Who's Back, and then moving up to the loser semis, and then Gramps losing to Raynor. So Raynor moving up to place against Ego in those loser semis, and then both of those facing off, and Ego taking the game series 2-0 again. So Ego actually went 2-0 both series, I believe, and has made it now to the the losers final of the best of 3 that's going to be played out next Friday. We're going to be concluding Mechabellum Mini Masters next Friday, so please come join us again. This has been a lot of fun. So we'll have aicad and Cheese in the winner semi, and then the losers of that will go up against Ego, and then that will determine our grand finals after that.
Or we're in the losers bracket fighting for that final position. But that's what I'm hoping for.
Me too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
From the beginning, I mean, Yeah, I know Cheese and Ego, so they were the most recognizable for me in this one. So yeah, I kind of want to see that too.
I want to see, Cheese move forward with his playstyle. There's no other player, I think, like Cheese in our tournament. So having him make it this far is great. I'm so looking forward to going back and watching those VODs later. I want to see what's happened there and prepare for next week.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes. So our 3 is Ego, Cheese, and who else was undefeated in this one? aicad.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I'd like to say thank you, gentlemen, for having me. I know it's always a twist and a trial for us to figure this out, but I think every step of the way we are learning and growing and getting better. And next week is the final, so we'll be shining like a diamond by then.
Yeah, I had great fun this week. I think we put on a good show. So, and the players had a good showing. It was a little quick this week though. Like it was a lot of 2-0s, but a lot of surprises, a lot of upsets. It was very interesting. A lot of cool different styles coming out. So very fun tournament. Looking forward to next week.
Definitely. Yeah. Agreed. It will be definitely be a fun finals for sure. A lot of these 3 players, I think, during their games, this week really did shine, right? You could see the strength on these 3 in particular. So I like this. I like this final matchup.
I guess that about wraps it up here today then. Thank you, everyone.
You guys have a great Friday night and a great weekend as well.
You too, guys.
Take care, everyone.